When a defense intercepts a pass like that and scores a touchdown, boy, does that give them hope. Gives them a lot of confidence. They really get the momentum on their side, and it's going to be hard for the offense to come out here and do anything after that play.
Lee's got a chance for a return. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Jaguars' last possession ended somewhat painfully with an interception. You wonder if they're going to try to compensate for that mistake on this drive, Phil.
Well, sometimes when you have a mistake on the offensive side, it does make you get more conservative. But let's look at it from the defensive side. It was just a tremendous play. So sometimes in the NFL, that's going to happen where the defensive player is just better than the offensive player.
I know you had a lot of experience at this, but after you threw an interception, what was it like coming back out on the field the next time?
Well, I tell you, I tell all my teammates, be alert. You might have to tackle again because I'm going to keep firing it down the field.
The Jaguars snap it at the 26. Should have had it.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long, and you're losing a football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
The Jaguars snap it up at the 26. And it's caught by Hartline. That's his first reception today.
The Jaguars on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for 3rd and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
Coming to the line at the 44. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
Breaks away. Had it, but the hit knocks the ball out. Thomas, the one who is down, and will step aside for just a moment.
2nd down following that incompletion.
And Morris is going to take the snap from the shotgun. And a flag is down. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. After that penalty, it's now 2nd down and 20. The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Scans the field. Cooper has the reception. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
All the quarterbacks in the NFL, they'd all be great if they had all day to throw like this. When you give an average quarterback this kind of time, he turns into a great quarterback.
3rd down and 8.
Robinson's got a foot race to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
How about this get? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job of finding him. He throws it down there, and he gets the easy touchdown.
The point after try is in the books. Got a tie game here now, and what's been a good one so far. The score's 7-7. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. First down at the 32. Toss to the outside. That's a gain of 8.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, There is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Handoff. Has the first down and a whole lot more.
Murray's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Now 1st and 10. Charles Johnson with the catch. The Raiders now move the chains.
Good route that time by the receiver on the out route. Nice throw by the quarterback. This is what they call a timing route. Well, they were right on time.
Halfway through this first quarter now. Woods with the catch.
Jim, when you see these out routes thrown and caught, it's all about timing and rhythm. The quarterback, he has both. That throw is right on target. Nice throw and catch.
The Raiders snap it at the 26. Robert Woods with the reception. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
The Jags are ready to return the kick. He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Jaguars have gone up top all day, Phil. And Morris has been showing off that cannon he has for an arm.
Yeah, he's got it all, doesn't he? When you watch him throw the football down the field, you can see the arm strength. But the biggest thing is you can see that wonderful touch on the football. He is laying that football in there right on the money.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Still on his feet. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. And they deck the quarterback.
Beautiful timing that time by the safety. And that's what it's about when you talk about blitzing. Space the field properly so the safety has a lane to run into, and timing the snap of the ball. They did everything right that time. Good job of the safety getting that sack.
They'll go draw. McGill's going to make the tackle.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The Jaguars now facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And Morris is going to take it from the gun. Looking across the middle. Robinson's got it. 1st down.
Perfect defense call that time. They had double coverage on the wide receiver. They allowed the catch. The coach on the sidelines going, well, what else do you want me to do? We had the guy double covered, and you still couldn't make the play.
Gets the handle here. McLean's all over the ball carrier.
The Raiders defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff. Defensive line shifting to the right there.
It's going to be a false start call on the offense.
False start, offense.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
It's third down coming up.
The Jaguars line up. First down marker right at the 47-yard line.
He'll throw it over the middle.
Pass is intercepted.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Shakes off the tackle.
Murray's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Murray's got it on the handoff. Smith's there to make the stop.
Murray's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short gain.
Third down and 7.
Outside now on the toss. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
When you're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Let's go. 30 yards. Get ready.
First and 10.
Makes the catch inbounds. That's his first reception today.
Cooper's so fast, you have to back off of him. Why? Because you don't want him to run by you and go deep down the field. So that time he breaks the out route, the quarterback puts it right on target, and he makes the catch just short of the first down marker. Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more. Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
The Raiders on offense here to start the second quarter.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Runs it in for the touchdown.
Just underway here in the second, and it looks like they're going to stay aggressive in this quarter if that touchdown is any indication.
Hard to believe it. Here we are early in the second, and we already got a lead that just got increased. I give the offense credit, but somewhere along the line, the defense of the opponents has to step up and just be tougher.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
They'll take it at the 20. The Raiders defense got the pick the last time on the field.
Yeah, really nice call there in the game. That's how you manage it. That's how you get out of trouble. Make a good play call in the defense. They took advantage of it and came up with the interception.
First down at the 20. They'll go ground. And Edwards is the one who brings them to the ground.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Takes it on the counter. And that picks up 3. The rush totals just haven't been there in the first half, and that's one reason why they are behind right now, partner.
Well, the NFL offense is about deception. And how do you get deception? You keep your offense balanced. So you need to be able to run it so you can use play actions and get the big plays down the field. The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
False start, offense.
Third down after the penalty.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
When you blitz on third down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
He's got a chance for a return. Picks up about 5. Amari Cooper heading back out to the huddle. It's not often you see him as absent from their offense as he's been so far today, Phil.
Yeah, it says a lot about their football team, doesn't it? When their star wide receivers not part of the game and not really contributing the way you'd like to see them, but you still are up. That says something. You've got a good football team.
First down at the 50. Here's the handoff. That is a strong eye.
Raiders offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
2nd and 12. Murray's got it on the toss.
Murray's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Let's go.
The Raiders have it at the 39. Tackle made by Marks that time.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. Richardson's tackled down after a gain of 2.
Richardson's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Third down and 4. Richardson takes it. Toss play. And that's a gain of 10.
Richardson's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down here after the run. Osweiler's lining up in the pistol. Lee Smith with the reception. Smith's marked down after a gain of 9. That's his first reception today.
The Raiders coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's 2nd and short.
On the money. Gains 13.
First down by the offense in the red zone. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Osweiler's 7 for 7 with that completion. First and goal. Rivera is able to grab it.
The Jaguars defense, they really understand situational football. They know they're in the red zone. You can't give up plays. That time they give up the completion, but they rally to the football and keep the play to no gain.
Raiders in for the score. That's his 13th touchdown catch of the year. We're midway through the 2nd quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
The Jags are ready to return the kick. touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
The Raiders defense would like to repeat what it did the last drive, not being out there too long, just 3 plays and forcing a punt.
Well, they're going back out there. They're fresh, man. And the defensive line, the defensive front, they were awesome. That's why they got off the field so quickly.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 20.
Ball is out.
When their offense is on the field is fumbling the football, because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals, but they're lucky this time. They have the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
The Jaguars all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Second down and 10. Throws the pass.
Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Robinson's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Out of the shotgun. Going for the deep ball. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
You throw it deep for a lot of reasons. One, you're hoping for the big play, maybe a touchdown, but also you got to think about interference. You can get that a lot of times, but that was a nice throw and catch.
And Morris, his completion percentage, 50% on the day.
The Jaguars have it at the 44. Now cutting to the right side, looking for some open space.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Jaguars line up in the pistol.
Oh, look at that. Linebacker's moving around.
And gains maybe 4.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
2-minute warning looms, and this may be the last play before it hits. The Jaguars snap it at the 36. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Raiders are going to head to the break with a pretty comfortable lead here, Phil.
Yeah, it's really been good offensive play. I love the way the offensive line is playing together, not making any mistakes, and giving the quarterback and everybody else a chance to have good success.
Let's go.
First down at the 20. Wants to go deep. And intercepted. They needed something to happen before halftime, and they come up with the play with the pick.
And they got what they needed. A dumb decision, a terrible decision by the coach. My gosh, you're dominating the game. You're winning. Why would you throw it? I don't know, but that was a terrible mistake.
The Jaguars bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays. So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bound, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
The Jaguars snap it at the 36.
Wallace tackled down. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Well, that's a good route that time by the receiver. They call that a post route, and they call it a post route because he is running towards the goal post. Nice throw and catch.
And Morris is now completed 4 in a row. scanning the field. Reaches out and grabs it.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
Press coverage all the way. And Morris is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
Breaking huddle and coming to the line at the 17-yard line.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. And Morris has got it in the gun. Atkins in his face and takes him down.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
And converts on the 3.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Makes the catch at the 7. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
This will be the last play before halftime. 2nd and 10. Looking to go deep. Intercepted. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jim Nance and Phil Simms. Everbank Field is our site today, and the third quarter is about to commence. The Jaguars defense had a rough go of it in the first half, Phil, and let's see what they can do now to start the second half.
Well, they got manhandled. They got beat up. They got pushed around. I mean, just toughen up and change things around.
Murray's tackled right at the 20.
Safeties are becoming a bigger part of the NFL every year. That time, the safety comes up and gets in there and makes the tackle for no gain.
2nd down and 10. And Cooper is able to get hold of it. Third catch today so far.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Johnson with the grab. Johnson's marked down at the 34.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Second and 8. Looking long. Jumps into the air and pulls it down. Incredible catch there by the receiver as he goes vertical and comes down with the football and the catch.
We see these incredible catches every single week. Right now, the most talented guys in the NFL might be the wide receivers. They can just do everything. Run, jump, run routes, and make these incredible catches.
2nd down coming up.
Let's go.
Going deep. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders. Cooper, 2nd touchdown of the game. We're early in the third, and they may be starting to pull away.
What a job coming out at halftime and just finding a way to score, put more points on the board, and pull away from your opponent. That is good halftime adjustments.
The Jaguars have let this one get away from them today. Need to try and turn things around in a hurry. The score's 35-10. And the
tackles made right around the 26-yard line. The Raiders have displayed a phenomenal defense here today, and I think you would agree, Phil. That's the reason they're in position to win this game.
Yeah, the defense has been incredible. So aggressive, so full of emotion, running around. Every time you see a tackle, there's like several guys on the defensive side around the ball carrier. So that's awesome defense. That's why they're winning this game here so far today. If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
2nd down and 8.
Here's the handoff.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
Still 5 yards short of a first after the run. 3rd down coming up. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Takes it from the gun. Finds his mark.
That is 5 penalties on the offense today.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Coming to the line at the 48.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
1st down at the 48. Allen Robinson with the catch. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
The Jaguars coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off balance, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on 1st down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
They'll go ground. Still powering ahead.
He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. All you can do, just keep picking up those 1st downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
The Jaguars take it from the 23.
Looking across the middle. Brings it in for the score in the end zone.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
The Jaguars getting ready for the kickoff.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. First down at the 18. Murray's going to take the handoff now. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
Murray's going to be tired after this run. That is a good long run. The offensive line was terrific, and he does a good job finding the hole and picking up those yards.
Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play.
Raiders have been awesome today on 1st down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football. It picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
The Raiders have it at the 44. He'll throw it over the middle.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
On the way, 3rd down.
Richardson lined up in the backfield. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down.
The Raiders will second guess that play call, that time on 3rd and short.
That play is going to be challenged.
The previous play is
There's
under
no
review.
question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. I think it was up to me in this situation in the game. I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
And he'll hand it off to the fullback. The Raiders with the gutsy call, and they convert here on 4th and short.
Yeah, it was. Gutsy call by the offense and the offensive coordinator. But look, this guy's willing to take chances, and he tries these plays and these situations every game, and that time they came through.
First down at the 36. Tosses the football. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 30. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
Nice job by the offense that time, even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
A lucky break to make the recovery, but still, it's 3rd down. And Gratz nearly had the interception.
The Raiders put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
And this will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results, no question about that, Jim. They got to come out, they got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time, and the number one key for all defensive teams is play hard.
Way to call him out there, partner.
Hey, that's what I do. I like to call people out.
The Raiders with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. First down at the 20. To the ground. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. That's 2nd down coming up. Riddick makes the reception. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Now to be a running back in the NFL, you got to do more than one thing, and you got to be part of the pass game. That was a wonderful job, catching the short pass and picking up all those extra yards.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The Jaguars have it at the 34.
When you have defensive ends that like to go up the field and they think they're going to get to the quarterback, you know what you do to those kind of defensive ends? You run draw plays and screens underneath them. Take advantage of the fact that they're not reading their keys.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Raiders official. They wouldn't specifically say what the injury was other than it's an upper body injury that won't stop him from returning. Back to you.
3rd and 3. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
He'll have a chance for a return.
Gains 17.
The Raiders love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Raiders heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
Second and 10.
Murray's going to secure the handoff. Running room.
He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
He just shows no signs of slowing down, does he, Jim? He's a top rusher in the NFL so far this year. And once again today, he is making it happen. Beautiful run for big yards.
1st and 10.
They're going to run it on the toss.
He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Richardson's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the 1st down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the 1st down.
One last play before the quarter ends. Aaron Dobson is the target and makes the catch. We're back here in this lopsided game. 1st down here. First down here after the completion. Got hit on release. Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here.
Murray's lined up as the single back.
Rivera with the reception. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
3rd catch today so far.
Oh, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another 1st down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
1st down and 10. Smith makes the catch. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
Nothing like it for a quarterback, I'll tell you that. I loved it. Throw a little short pass and just root your guy on and watch him score a touchdown. Pretty exciting stuff.
The Raiders getting ready to kick it away.
And no return as this goes for a touchback.
The Raiders defense got tested on that last drive, but eventually it led to a punt.
Yeah, it was an awesome job by the defense. They really did a lot of things correct. They hustled. They played hard. That is the cornerstones of any good defense.
The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense.
1st down at the 20. Reaches out and snatches it.
You can only take what the defense gives you. Even though the offense is down here in the 4th quarter, they throw it short. That was a smart play.
And Morris, his completion percentage, 60% on the day. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. The Jaguars lined up. Everybody split out wide. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Here's the throw, and it's off the mark. This is 3rd down. And Morris is back in shotgun formation. And Wallace got the catch and the first. That's his 4th catch of the day.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The Jaguars from the 32. Here's a battle for the football, and someone has hold of it. It is an interception. The defense takes it away. 2nd down after the incompletion. And Morris is going to take the snap from the shotgun. Geno Atkins gets the sack.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
And Morris is going to take it from the gun. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose. The Raiders lead, and all you have to do is look at the turnover ratio, and that tells the story, Phil.
It sure does. And listen, everybody calls them turnovers, but let's look at this game here. I call it takeaways. They are taking the football away from the offense. What a job by the defense.
He wants to return this one. And he is brought down at the 39. That return's good for about 6. A lot of things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game, and also you get in all the situations that favor your offense and your defense. That's why they're blowing the other team out.
1st down at the 39. And now here's the toss. Murray's taken down at the 33. He's now pushed past 120 yards rushing today.
You just can't hide his talent. There's a reason why he's a top rusher in the NFL every single week. And even today, another good run, good vision, and also a lot of talent to pick up those big yards.
6th catch today so far. Cooper's undoubtedly been the top target for his quarterback today, Phil.
Yeah, he has. And quarterbacks, that's what happens. When a wide receiver gets hot, hey, they'll start looking for him, and that's what's happened in this game so far here.
It's 2nd down and 3. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
Staying with the passing game on 1st down. And there's Dobson.
The Raiders offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good game.
Zone. That's his 9th touchdown catch this year. It's been over for a long time, Phil, but at least we waited till midway through the 4th quarter to declare it.
Yeah, we've been thinking it for a while, but now we can say it out loud. And look, the losing side, look, you got to go back and think about what you did in this game. The strategy, it was all wrong. And if you want to win another game, you better think and change what you're doing.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. No return here. This will be coming out to the 20.
The Raiders defense, Bill, where are they right now mentally after the last time giving up a couple of first downs, but in the end, forcing the punt?
They feel great. And I'll give a lot of credit to the coaches on the sideline. I thought they put the players in good positions, and the players took advantage of it.
And Morris is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. Second down here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Snapping out of the gun. Throws the pass. Makes the catch in the open field. That's reception number 2 for him.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
First down at the 45. Allen Robinson has the reception.
Jim Nance, that was the old fly route. When we were kids, that's what they called it. See if you can fly by the defensive back. He did that time. Nice throw and catch.
The Jaguars come out in a bunch set. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And the pass is thrown away. Second down coming up.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
Playing press coverage to the outside. Cooper, he's in the clear. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Bill, midway through the fourth quarter, they put up a touchdown and try to save face a little bit.
Is that all it is, mid-fourth quarter? My gosh, I feel like I've been up here for 3 days, Jim. This has been a blowout almost from the start. And yes, I'm happy for them. They finally got some points there, make the game look a little more respectable. But look, this has been one tough day for everybody.
That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Raiders offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
The Raiders have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Murray's been leading the charge on this front, Phil.
And they have done it many ways. They've done it with power runs, going outside, going inside, draw plays. Everything is working for this running game today, and it's been impressive to watch.
Keeps his legs moving. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. They're going back up top. Rivera is able to grab it.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now. Osweiler's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Incomplete.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time, he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Michael Rivera with the reception.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down. When you get great field position, Jim, you got to take advantage of it. The offense didn't do it. I blame the coach. Those were terrible play calls, but a good kick by the kicker.
It'll be a touchback. And Sean Smith gearing up for this next drive. And it's been a defensive showcase game for this unit. And now they're just cruising to the finish line in full control.
The coaches are going to be so excited about this game because the defensive players executed the game plan to perfection. That was the difference. That's why they won.
A sloppy 5-yard penalty on the false start.
False start, offense.
First down at the 15. The Jaguars at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. And Morris has got it in the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. That's his 5th catch of the day. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. And Morris is back in shotgun formation. Riley Cooper with the catch. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Robinson's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do is just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
First down at the 47. It's intercepted. Allen's still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. The bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there. That always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive.
This offense counts on this running back every single week, and he delivers. The top rusher in the NFL once again breaks tackles, makes a beautiful run, and picks up big yards.
Richardson taken down. Gain of only a yard that time.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got to lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle, as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody 2 things. Stay in bounds and put 2 hands on the football.
The Raiders have picked it up here the last couple of weeks, coming off a dominating victory, and today it's been more of the same.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you just get hot, and that's what they are right now. They are hot. When there's a chance to make a play, they get it done, and they make that play.
Get ready.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Launches it down the field. Intercepted. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. At least this defense is going to have one positive to look back on from this game with the late interception.
That's how it should always be, man. Just go out there and do your best. That's all you can expect to do. Sometimes you do play sports. The other team is better. They were better than you today, but you showed them you're willing to fight the whole 60 minutes.
My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete. Boy, that was some hit that time that knocked the ball out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but listen, you can tell the receiver's expecting that big hit. I don't know why. You're going to get hit no matter what, so you might as well just go ahead and catch the football.
2nd down and 10. Looking at every option. Has space. And Morris is going to avoid the hit by sliding.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit.
Here we go.
The Jaguars snap it up at the 26. Stands in the pocket. And it'll be Nortman back to punt. Max tackled down at the 22.
What a lucky play that time by the return team. They fumble the football. Nobody's hustling, but somehow they find a way to recover their own fumble.
The Raiders offense takes the field, and they're looking to kneel this game out. How great a feeling was it to take the field, Phil, knowing you had just to take a knee and then you could celebrate?
Ah, it's the best. You get in the huddle, you can smile at each other, but the one thing you do talk about, Jim, make sure you protect the quarterback and don't let somebody come in and get a cheap hit on him before he can kneel down and end this game.
Surveys. Dan